Hi guys! Today I'm talking about 3 moments when the management of J-pop idols made them do really bad and cruel things. A little disclaimer, self-harm and suicide will be mentioned in this video, so please click this video away now if you do not want to hear about it. Also, please stay until the end if you want to know what Kago-ai of Morning Musume had to endure. Let's talk about the girl group Pigs and their so-called Walk or Pork tour in 2020 that really was a cruel marketing stunt. First of all, who is Pigs? Pigs is a girl group with 5 members with the motto more emo than moe. So basically, they don't follow a cute concept. By the way, the letters of the band name stand for Produce, Idol, Go, To, World is Good Society. Which, I guess. Anyway, let's talk about what their management did put them through for the 2020 concert tour, and I'm interested to hear if you think that's cruel as well. Pigs had a concert tour with 11 shows in end of 2020. Reaching all of the concert venues was a distance of about 1,048 kilometers in total. And here's the twist. They did not use the tour bus. They walked the whole distance by foot. The concept was that they had to walk to the next concert location every day. On average, a normal person walks 4 to 5 kilometers per hour. So you can already guess how many hours they had to walk in total. And that's not all. Then there were the concerts, of course. Members usually had only some time for a little training in between. Can you imagine how exhausting a concert is for idol groups in general? They need an incredible amount of stamina. And if you combine that with long walks, I can't imagine how exhausting the whole thing is. And that's still not all. Their walks were live streamed on YouTube. There's a full playlist on their YouTube channel, sometimes with live streams of them even walking over 10 hours. This doesn't even allow the girls to rest their minds because they are in work mode all the time and of course also want to try to appeal to their audience to gain more fans. The member Poor Louis said at their last concert of the tour the following: "There were many times when I thought of quitting or giving up, but when I saw everyone's happy face at a live concert like this, it always made me think that I should try just one more time, just a little bit harder. When I decided to start Pigs, I decided that I would never give up. I would never betray myself, and I would never betray the people who believed in me." The next idol group is Go to the Bats that had to endure a lot in 2020. Like Pigs, they don't follow the typical idol concept and consist of 5 members as well. Go to the Bats was created when the band Gang Parade was split into 2 separate units. The 5 most senior members of Gang Parade were then put into Go to the Bats. In September of 2020, they had to participate in a cruel survival event taking place on a deserted island. The show was called Genjo Machigai Naku, Go to the Bats in Mujinto, which translates to "The current situation is very go to the bats in no man's land," and lasted a whole week. The concept was that they had to escape from the island after a week. They had to do challenges in order to win supplies too. For example, they only got access to a toilet for solving a challenge in which they had to cook rice, and only if they were able to make a fire on their own, they won matchsticks. They could not use their personal stuff on the island and were only given rice and water for the whole week. They also had to build a raft on their own to be able to escape the island at the last day. This whole event was live streamed 24 hours a day for the full week, which means that their fans could see everything happening on the island live, without the members being able to have a little break in between. Again, this is lots of work for the idols, since they would want to appeal to the audience. They must be in work mode for a full week, which must be super exhausting. Imagine being filmed 24/7, even while sleeping, plus being on a deserted island with only rice and water. The full event was also completely for free, so who knows what kind of people that access the stream. Especially some water can be quite creepy. I believe they could at least add a little fee for watching the stream, so that the members would have an income by doing that.
関係なくない。確かに関係ないですけど、私すごい失敗したんです。タバコで。
Most of my followers know Kago-chan. She was a member of Morning Musume, being also part of the subunit W with Tsuji Nozomi. Kago has had a lot of scandals like dating, smoking, and unfortunately has also attempted suicide, but luckily survived. More about her sad history is mentioned in a recent video I've created, which is linked down below. After Kago's house arrest for her smoking and her dismissal by her former management, she came back for a TV concept, which I found to be especially cruel. In the TV show, she was supposed to confront people on their bad behavior. This to me was clearly a marketing stunt by her management. With the format, I think she was supposed to correct her own mistakes by publicly exposing other people who made mistakes too. I think that the show was not necessary because for me it seemed more like a punishment for Kago, who has already suffered enough. She had to confront people about going to the toilet without washing their hands and also chased after a couple going to a love hotel together as well. In the video you can see her shaming a couple that went there because they cannot be sure if the hotel has condoms and they should be more reliable about that. She also slapped the people she confronted in the face to punish them. What might seem to be just an entertaining TV show at first turned dark really quickly. Her last challenge was to go to Aokigahara Forest. This forest is known as Suicide Forest since a lot of people go there to end their life. In the forest, she had to find someone that wants to kill themselves and stop them from doing it. This task is certainly difficult for anyone to endure. The psychological pressure must be unimaginable. To put someone like Kago in this situation and market the whole thing is more than tasteless in my opinion. Kago is visibly scared when encountering someone in the middle of the night in the forest. You can clearly see her hesitation, but her team wants to push her to do it. The man behind the camera is saying, "This is all to accomplish the result you wanted," which is very manipulative if you ask me, suggesting that she would only redeem herself when doing this task. So eventually, she goes to the man in the middle of the woods, talking to him. The man clearly wants to take his own life and tells her that he only has his cats left and no one else in his life. Kago does the best she can to try changing his mind. At the end, we don't know what has happened to the man, but we know that Kago tried to take her own life 3 years later. Instead of punishing her and putting even more stress on her mental health after she has already been through a difficult time, she should have been getting help from the people around her. By the way, the YouTube channel Momuso Archive has subbed the complete episode. I linked it below. Please visit the channel and give them some love for their efforts.
私もすごい前アイドル知ってたんですけど、その時にいろんなことがこう一気に重なって。リストカット、手首を切るっていうことをしてしまったんですよ。
それっていつ頃のことなの？
それは19歳の時でした。
その時が初めて？
いや、その前から16歳ぐらいの時から一度そういうふうに思ったことはありましたけど。
でもまだ来てらっしゃるってことは。
はい。
本当は死ぬ気はなかったんでしょ？
そうですね。本当に死ぬ気があったら多分誰にも何も言わないままそっと死ぬと思いますし、だから誰かに大丈夫って話を聞いてほしかったんだと思います。で、その話を私の場合は話を聞いてくれる人はいたんですけど、でもその話を聞いてほしい内容が自分の中でわからなかったんですよ。
We have now already reached the end of the video. What do you think about the shows? Do you think that they were actually harmless, or do you think they were too much? Please write it in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!